The wind howled across the frozen land like a wild animal. Snow fell fast and heavy, covering everything in a white blanket. The sky was dark, and the air was freezing. No animals moved. No sound except the wind. Liam Walker, a 29-year-old scavenger, pulled his coat tighter around his body. His beard was full of ice. He had been walking for hours, searching the abandoned zone for anything useful metal. Wires, tools, things he could sell. As he moved across a broken road, he saw something strange in the distance. A dark shape in the snow, not a rock. A machine. He walked closer, carefully. His hand touched the grip of the small pistol on his belt. The shape didn't move. It was a person, no. Not exactly a person. Lying face down in the snow was a woman, wearing a tight black suit with glowing blue lines. Her skin was pale but had a strange shine to it, almost silver. Her hair was white, long, and tangled with snow. Her body shook. As if she was freezing to death, Liam dropped to one knee. "Hey, can you hear me?" The woman turned her head slowly. Her eyes opened and they were gold. Not yellow, not brown. Golden, glowing faintly like a dying flame. She looked at him and whispered with cracked lips, "I'm freezing. Give me a blanket and my body is yours." For one night, Liam stared at her, shocked. "What did you just say?" She tried to speak again, but her voice broke into a cough. Her fingers were blue from the cold. Liam didn't care about her strange words anymore. She was dying, and he wasn't the kind of man to leave someone to die in the snow. He opened his pack, pulled out his thick thermal blanket, and wrapped it around her. Her body felt ice cold, like metal left outside all night. She closed her eyes and let out a soft sigh. "Thank you. Can you walk?" Liam asked. She nodded weakly. Liam helped her up. She was light, almost too light, like her bones were hollow. She leaned on him for support. He didn't ask more questions. Not yet. About 20 minutes later, they reached Liam's small hidden shelter. It was an old storage cabin, half buried in snow. Inside, it was warmer barely. A small heater sat in the corner, powered by old solar batteries. Liam helped the woman sit near the heater. Her body shook less now, but her eyes were distant, watching him carefully. He gave her water and a protein bar. Like someone who hadn't eaten in days. After a long silence, Liam finally asked, "Who are you?" She looked up at him. Her voice was soft. "My name is Elia. Where are you from?" Then said, "Not from this world." Liam frowned. "You mean, not from this country?" "No," she said slowly. "Not from this planet." He stared at her, unsure if she was serious or just crazy. Elia continued, "I escaped. They're hunting me. If they find me, they'll kill me. If they succeed, your world is next." "What the hell are you talking about?" Liam asked, standing up. "I don't have time to explain everything," she said. "But I'm not here to hurt you. I only asked for the blanket to survive. That offer, it was a mistake. I was scared, desperate." Liam took a step back, still confused. "You're saying aliens are coming to Earth?" "Not just coming," she said. "They're already here, looking for me. They don't like traitors." He didn't know what to believe, but her eyes, they didn't look like someone lying. There was fear. Real fear. Suddenly, a loud humming sound came from outside. Elia jumped up. Her glowing lines turned brighter for a second. "They found me," she whispered. Liam grabbed his pistol and rushed to the window. In the sky, a small black drone flew past, silent and fast. It scanned the ground with a red light before zooming away into the clouds. "Was that one of them?" he asked. "Yes," she replied. "They're searching sector by sector. They won't stop." Liam looked at her. "Why did you run from them?" Elia stared into the fire. "Because I saw something in your people that we don't have anymore." Looked at him, her golden eyes soft. Kindness. Asterisk snow was falling again. Inside the small cabin, the old heater buzzed softly, trying to push warmth into the freezing air. The fire cracked. The light from the flames danced on the walls. Elia sat in silence, wrapped in Liam's blanket. Her silver hair was now dry. Her skin had a soft glow under the flickering light. Liam stood in the corner, arms crossed, staring at her like a puzzle he couldn't solve. "I've lived in these lands for years," Liam said slowly. "Seen weird stuff, military crashes, strange lights in the sky. Once I saw a metal bird fall from orbit, but never anything like you." Elia looked up. "You're not afraid?" "Not sure yet." She gave a small smile. "That's fair." Liam sat on a wooden chair across from her. "You said you're not from this planet? What does that mean? Are you like a visitor?" "No," she said. "I was sent here as part of an observation." "Team spy?" She hesitated. "Yes." Liam reached for his pistol on the table. Ilya raised her hand gently. "I'm not your enemy anymore. I changed. I broke the rules." Liam didn't move. "Why?" Ilya leaned forward. Her voice was quiet. "Because I saw something in humans. Something we lost." Liam frowned. "You said that before kindness." "What do you mean?" Ilya took a deep breath. "On my world, emotions are considered dangerous. Love, mercy, friendship, they make us weak. Our society removed them long ago. We follow logic, obey orders. No personal ties, no families, just control." She paused, but then, "I was sent to observe Earth, and I saw people helping each other, crying, laughing, fighting for those they love. It was beautiful and terrifying. I started to feel something again." Liam watched her closely. "You started to feel like a human." "Yes," she said, "and that's why I ran. The core fleet doesn't allow change. Anyone who feels becomes a threat." Outside, the wind howled louder. The snowstorm was growing stronger. Liam stood up and walked to a dusty metal locker. He pulled out a map, spread it on the table. "Are they really coming?" he asked. "To Earth?" Leah stood beside him. She pointed to a wide circle on the map. "They're already here. Small ships hidden in orbit. Observers, like I was. They're studying your defenses. Preparing." "For what?" "Harvest." Liam looked at her, confused. "Harvest what?" "People," she said softly. "Your energy, your minds, your planet's soul." Liam stepped back, face pale. "Why didn't you warn someone before?" "They wouldn't believe me," she said, "just like you didn't." He was silent. Ilya placed her hand on the map. A soft blue light blinked from under her palm. A tiny metal circle appeared in her skin like a built-in device. A hologram glowed above the map showing Earth, surrounded by small red dots. Liam stared at it, shocked. "That's them," she nodded. "Only scouts. The real fleet is hidden beyond your moon, waiting for the signal." "What signal?" "If they find me, they'll know I've broken the code. They'll attack early. That's why I must stay hidden." Suddenly a loud noise echoed outside. Liam rushed to the window. Lights in the sky, 3 red beams scanning the forest. "Drones," Elia said. "They're getting closer." Liam grabbed his bag and tossed it to her. "We have to move." Now, Ilya stood but stumbled. Her body still weak from the cold. Liam caught her. "You're not okay?" "I'll survive," she said. "We reach cover before night." He helped her out the back door, into the snowstorm, as they disappeared into the trees. The cabin behind them lit up red, targeted by a drone scanning overhead. In the sky, a message flashed in an alien language. Subject: located, terminate with extreme prejudice. Snow didn't fall anymore. It screamed from the skies, slamming into trees, into the ground. Into Liam's face as he pulled Ilya through the dark forest. The woods were black and cold. Trees stood like frozen statues. Their branches cracked under the weight of the storm. In the sky behind them, 3 red lights moved, slowly circling, searching. "Keep moving," Liam said, his breath sharp and fast. Elia's boots sank into the snow. She struggled to walk. Her glowing suit flickered. Her strength was fading again. "I can't," she whispered. "They're near. I feel them." Liam stopped and looked around. He saw an old wooden trail, a forgotten path from the war days. He pointed. "This way, I know where it leads." They ran down the narrow trail. Leah slipped once. Liam grabbed her arm before she fell. The red lights moved faster now. Beams slicing through the trees, and then a sound. Low, mechanical, close. A drone appeared behind them, floating above the trail, black, round, and deadly. It hummed like a giant insect. Elia froze. "It sees us." Liam pulled out his pistol. "Run, I'll slow it down." Elia didn't move. "You'll die, not if you run. Go." She turned and ran. Liam took aim. The drone fired a sharp pulse of red light, just missing his leg. He fired back. Sparks flew. The drone dodged easily. Fired again, hitting a tree beside him. Bark exploded. Liam dived into the snow, rolled and fired again, this time hitting. The drone's lens shook, spun wildly, and crashed into the trees with a screech. Liam got up and ran 10 minutes later. Deep in the forest, Elia stopped near a wall of rocks. Liam caught up, breathing hard. "There's a place. Close. Old bunker from the blackout years. Should be safe." Elia nodded weakly. They found a narrow metal door, half buried in snow. Liam kicked it open. The door creaked loud, but they had no choice. Inside was darkness, cold metal walls, dusty machines, silence. He lit a small emergency lamp from his pack. The soft yellow light filled the bunker with a glow. Elia collapsed near the wall, her body shaking again. Liam shut the door and dropped beside her. "You okay?" She looked at him, her golden eyes dim. "I used too much energy, too soon." "You healed fast before." "That was before I gave. Use some of it." Liam blinked. "What?" Leah touched her chest. "When I healed myself in the snow, I transferred a part of my bioenergy to you. Human cells aren't ready for it, but your body accepted it." Liam sat back, stunned. "You mean I have alien energy in me now, just a little?" She smiled, enough to confuse their scanners. "That's why we're still alive." He didn't know what to say. Then he asked, "Why me? Why did you help me? You barely knew me." Elia looked away, her voice low. "Because you didn't take my offer. You gave me warmth, no price." Liam was silent. In the distance, the faint sound of more drones echoed through the night sky. Elia looked at the metal ceiling. "They'll send ground units soon." Liam stood up and walked deeper into the bunker, found a dusty panel, flipped a few switches. Lights flickered on, weak, but working. He found something else, a broken earth radio. "This thing still works?" The radio buzzed to life, filled with static, but then a strange signal cut through the noise. A voice, soft, not human, speaking in her language. Elia's eyes widened. "That's one of ours. Yours." Liam stepped back. "No, not Core Fleet, not my enemy." She crawled to the radio. Her fingers danced over the buttons. The signal got stronger. A new voice spoke. "Elia, if you're alive, we heard your cry. Stay hidden. Help is coming. The others are waking. There are more like me. Ones who changed, who want peace." Liam looked at her. "Then we better survive long enough to meet them." Astra's silence sat like a ghost inside the bunker. Faint blue light glowed from the walls as old circuits tried to stay alive. Dust floated in the air like tiny stars. Outside, the storm still howled. But in here, time felt frozen. Elia sat on the floor, eyes closed, face pale. She wasn't sleeping, she was remembering. Liam watched her from the other side of the room. His gun rested nearby, but his hand wasn't on it anymore. He was beginning to believe her. She had told him she wasn't just lost. She was a message from the stars, a warning. He finally spoke. "What was your mission, really?" Leah opened her eyes. "You're sure you want to know?" "I let you into my shelter. I fought drones for you. I want the truth now." She nodded. Slowly she began. Elia was one of 5 selected for a secret observation program called Silent Orbit. Their job was to live near Earth, study humans, and report their weaknesses. But Elia did more than observe. She started listening. She hacked into radio signals, watched human stories movies, music, news. She saw people risk their lives to save strangers. She saw parents cry for their children, lovers holding hands, soldiers refusing to kill civilians, things that made no sense but felt so real. One night, she secretly landed in a quiet forest and saw a child feeding a hungry dog from his own lunchbox. That moment shattered her. We were told kindness was weakness, Elia whispered, but I saw it was strength. She broke protocol. She stopped sending reports. The core fleet noticed. They gave me one final order, she said. Leave Earth or be erased. Liam sat still. His throat felt dry. You gave up your entire life. For this world? Elia smiled weakly. Not just for the world, for what it holds. Liam stood and walked to the old bunker window. The storm outside had slowed. The red searchlights were gone for now. So what now? He asked. Do they want with Earth? Elia stood, but her legs shook. The core fleet believes Earth's emotional energy is a power source, unique, dangerous. Your fear, your love, your anger, it feeds a kind of energy they can use. They call it the pulse, and they want to take it, extract it, use it to fuel weapons, ships, entire planets. But doing that will kill everything here. Liam clenched his fists. Then why did they send spies? To understand how much resistance they'll face, how many lives they'll have to destroy. Suddenly a red alarm blinked on the old console. Movement outside. Heat signatures. Multiple. They found us again, Liam said. Elia placed her hand on the wall. Her glowing suit sent a silent pulse. The bunker dim cloaking mode. 5 minutes, she said. Then they'll break through. Liam looked at her. Can't we run? Elia shook her head. They'll track us. Unless what? She looked into his eyes. Unless I use the last of my energy to block them.
Oh, but I may
not survive. Liam stepped forward. No, you can't. There has to be another way. Elia smiled sadly. You humans always say that, even when there isn't. For a moment, neither moved. Then Liam reached into his coat and pulled out a small data drive. I found this 2 winters ago, he said, from an old satellite wreck. Thought it was junk. But maybe it's not. Elia touched a tander. Eyes lit up. This is old rebel tech. It can send a message across systems. Liam grinned. Then let's not fight alone. He connected the drive to the console. Static, error, failure. Then a single beep. Message uploading. Elia whispered something in her language. Liam asked, What did you say? She replied, a calling to others like me, the ones who still feel. Outside, the first core unit stepped into the forest clearing. Tall, armored, faceless. They raised their weapons. Inside, the message reached the stars. The night was no longer quiet. It breathed. The forest moved with strange wind. Branches creaked. The snow hissed like it was alive. Liam and Elia stood at the edge of the old bunker, looking up at the dark sky. Behind them, the console was silent. Now, the message had been sent. They didn't know if anyone heard it, but they hoped. Elia's eyes glowed faintly, not strong like before. She was fading. Liam wrapped a scarf around her shoulders. You said they're still searching? Can't. Stay. Elia nodded. We have to reach higher ground. There's an old satellite tower on a mountain, not far. You can boost the signal. Call the others directly. Liam frowned. That's 2 days away on foot, in snow, with drones in the sky. Elia looked at him. I'll show you a faster way. They moved through a narrow cave hidden under the hills one Elia found during her missions. The cave was filled with old Earth tech-abandoned gear. Radios, batteries, wires. A forgotten warpath. Liam used some tools to build a sled with an engine booster. Elia helped by charging old circuits with her fading energy. As they worked, Liam looked at her hands. They shook when she moved. You're weak. She didn't. Deny it. My body is built for space, not for Earth's cold. Then why come down here at all? Elia looked at him, because even in pain, I feel something worth protecting. Asterisk, they camped near a frozen river. Liam lit a fire. Elia sat close, silent. Liam broke the silence. Back there, in the bunker. You said I carry a piece of your energy now. She nodded. Yes. Does that mean we're connected? Elia turned toward him. Her golden eyes reflected the flames. In a way, yes. I feel your emotions now. Not all, but some. Liam blinked.
So you can feel
what I'm thinking? No, but I can feel what you're hiding. He looked away. Then you know I'm scared. She smiled gently. So am I. Liam stared at her. I don't get it. You're from a world full of logic, power, spaceships. But you're sitting here dying beside a man with a campfire. In broken boots, Elia leaned closer. Her voice soft. Because no machine, no power can replace what lives in a human heart. Years ago on her first landing, she saw an old man in a wheelchair watching the stars. He whispered, maybe something out there is watching us. He wasn't afraid. He was hoping Nail remembered, thinking, what if someone out there is hoping too? Maybe that's when her heart started to beat again. Asterisk Liam looked up at the stars. If we die tomorrow, he said, I just want you to know. I'm glad you fell in front of me in the snow. Elia smiled. I didn't fall by accident. He turned to her. What do you mean? She touched her chest. The energy inside MIT was failing. I used the last of my guidance systems to crash near a living human. You picked me? I felt something. From miles above. Strong signal. From you. Liam's heart thumped. You chose me, because of my heart, she said. And now it might save a planet. Suddenly, a sound echoed across the ice. A soft rumble. Elia stood. They found us. Liam grabbed the sled controller. And let's move. Now. They jumped on and sped across the ice, wind slapping their faces. Above them, 2 drones followed. One fired, the ice cracked boom. Water exploded behind them. Cold mist covered the air. Elia looked back. Faster. Liam pressed the booster. The sled jumped forward, just barely escaping the break. At the base of the mountain, stopped, gasping for breath. Elia fell to her knees. Liam caught her. Don't you dare give up now. She looked at him, her face pale. If I die? The signal must be sent. Liam held her hand tightly. No, we send it together. Asterisk, the mountain didn't welcome them. It growled. Wind screamed between the rocks. Ice shattered underfoot. Trees bent like they wanted to snap. At the base, Liam looked up. The tower stood like a black finger against the night sky, all broken, but alive. Its antenna reached into the clouds. Beside him, Elia was on her knees, breathing slow and heavy. Her skin had lost its glow. Liam touched her shoulder. We're close. Just a little more. She nodded, but said nothing. Her eyes were glassy. Her energy nearly gone. They had no more sled, no more warmth, and no more time. Asterisk, each step up the mountain was war. Liam pulled Elia on his back. Her body was light, but the air was thin. His legs shook. His lungs burned. Above them, red dots floated silently, drones watching. Waiting, the core fleet didn't need to attack yet. They only needed to follow. To let the cold finish the job, but Liam refused to fall. He screamed into the wind. Come on. Is this all you've got? Elia's voice was a whisper near his ear. You humans never stop fighting. That's right, Liam growled. Because we fight for something real. The door groaned as Liam kicked it open. Inside, silence. Dust. Rusted wires hanging like vines. A control panel half dead. Elia crawled to the console. Her fingers trembled. This tech, it's old, but it still speaks to our signal. I can connect to the relay in orbit. She placed both palms on. The glass, nothing happened. She tried again. Still dead. No, she whispered. It's too weak. Liam looked around. In the corner, he saw a rusted generator covered in snow. He ran to it. What if we power it from here? Kicked it. Useless. Then he remembered the alien energy inside him. He placed his hand on the panel, where Elia's glow had once lit the circuits. At first nothing, then a spark. The screen flickered. Blue light returned. A low hum filled the air. Elia looked up, surprised. Your body, it's syncing with the interface. Liam grinned through his pain. Told you I was special. Asterisk, the screen showed a simple word. Transmit. Elia typed fast, her fingers dancing like fireflies. She paused only once. What is it? Liam asked. She didn't answer with words. Instead, she leaned forward and rested her forehead against his. In her language, she whispered, If this is our last moment, I want to spend it remembering your heart. She hit send, asterisk far above Earth. Something stirred. Hidden rebel ships small, scattered, sleeping lit up. Blue pulses blinked across space. Like stars waking, the message reached them, and they answered. Asterisk, the joy didn't last long. Outside, thunderous sound cracked the sky. Core Fleet Strike pod landed on the mountain slope black and smooth, like a knife made of fire. From it stepped a tall, armored figure, a hunter, built to erase traitors. Elia stood, barely, her legs shaking. I'll stop him, she said. Liam grabbed her arm. You can't win, not like this. I have to try. No, Liam said. We try. They faced the door together. As it burst open, the hunter stepped in glowing red. Eyes, metal armor humming with heat. Liam raised his pistol. Elia raised her hand, the air filled with crackling energy. The hunter spoke one word in her language. Shame. Elia replied, No, choice. Then the blast, everything turned white. Asterisk, time passed. Liam opened his eyes, coughing smoke. Fire. The tower was damaged but standing. The hunter was gone. Burned by Elia's final burst of energy, but Elia was lying still. Liam crawled to her. No. No, stay with me. You did it. You sent the call. Help is coming. Her voice was barely a breath. Then let me rest, knowing I didn't die empty. Liam held her hand tight. You didn't die. Not yet. Not while I'm here. Above them, the sky broke open. Blue ships descended through the clouds. Smooth, glowing rebel ships. The stars had answered. The sky was no longer black. It was alive, glowing with soft blue lights. Dozens of ships hovered above the mountain, silent and graceful, like angels made of steel. Snowflakes sparkled in their light, dancing through the cold air like tiny stars. Liam sat in the ruins of the tower, cradling Elia in his arms. She wasn't moving. Her skin was pale silver, her golden eyes half closed. The glow in her body had almost faded, but she was still breathing. Come on, Liam whispered. They're here. You did it. Just stay with me. No answer. His voice cracked. You promised. You said if I gave you a blanket, you'd give me your body for one night, but you gave me everything. Asterisk from the lead rebel ship, a platform. Dropped gently to the mountain. 3 alien figures stepped out tall, calm and quiet. They wore robes of soft light. Their eyes were not gold like Elia's. They were silver, watchful, wise. One of them knelt beside Liam. She is one of us, the alien said, one of the few who remembered the heart. She needs help, Liam said. We brought the cure, the alien replied, but it comes with a price. What price? Remember, the alien said. To heal her fully, we must erase the pain, including her bond with you. Liam looked down at Elia. Her fingers twitched gently, as if trying to hold on. He looked up, then no. She keeps her memory, even if it hurts. The alien paused, then said, Human, you surprise us. Asterisk, they placed a crystal against her chest. Light flowed into her body like warmth rushing back into a frozen soul. Her eyes opened. Slowly, Liam laughed. Hey, there you are, she smiled faintly. You stayed. Always. Asterisk, the next morning, the mountain was quiet. The core fleet had withdrawn. Earth was safe for now. The rebel ships had broadcast Elia's message across the system. Other planets were waking, choosing feeling over control. Humanity had become the spark of something bigger. Elia stood beside Liam, wrapped in his old coat. "I was told I can leave with them," she said softly. "Join the rebels, help stop the core, fight across galaxies." Liam nodded. "It's your mission, but part of me." She looked at him. Wants to stay. He smiled. "You don't belong to one world anymore." She stepped closer. "No, but my heart does." Asterisk, she kissed his forehead gently. "You gave me warmth when I had nothing. Not just a blanket, but a place in this universe." Liam chuckled. "You still owe me one night." She laughed. "Then come find me. Out there." Her ship rose into the sky. He watched it disappear into the stars. Asterisk in the forest, snow began to fall again. Liam walked alone, same coat, same boots. Then he heard a voice behind him. "I'm freezing." He turned, heart racing. Elia stood there smiling. "Shh. Give me a blanket," she said, "and I'll stay for a lifetime."